said the struggle to get mine. Hustle from the bottom, the customers don't lie. 365 is the days and the phone shine. Hustle till I die, so whenever I shine, you're from
I started from the bottom. I take it to the
What up, dope people? It's your man Prophet. This is another episode of Cigars With Friends. This week we're gonna chop it up with two of my people, man. One is an actor and a model, another one is a director, a film creator, and just an entrepreneur. And we're gonna kick it. We're gonna talk about black and film. We're gonna talk about independency and wherever it goes. You already know when we get to chopping it up, it can go anywhere. So I'm gonna bring my people in real quick. What up, though?
What's the word? What up, though?
Man, I'm good, man. Glad to get y'all on, man. It's been a long time coming, man. I think this episode should have been happening. You know what I'm saying? Both of y'all, like I said, in a similar industry, and I was like, you know what? Let me pair these guys together so we can sit down and chop it up.
Respect.
Right.
So first off, I'm gonna say, I'm gonna go with you, Jig. I want you to introduce yourself and tell me about your company and what you do.
What up, though? My name's Kenyon Pruitt. I'm a film director, actually, creator. I got a few movies on Amazon Prime. Also got some new stuff coming out. The Plant drops on Thanksgiving Day. It's a series about the, if you know anything about the Motor City, you know about the Big Three. And, so we made a comedy about the plant life. So much goes on in the plant. From, the plant wives to who ate my lunch, all kind of selling dinners and everything. So we just rolled off that. So, yep. And then got a full production company, Jacoby Film. Just Google it. You can find me.
Dope. Lo, go and introduce yourself to my audience. Let them know what you do and how you get down.
All right. What up, though? This is Emory, out of Detroit. I live in Los Angeles, film actor. Got a few independent films on Amazon, Tubi, and a few other apps. But the main thing I want to express is, hey, I fuck with you, Rod. I've known Rod for years now. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, we definitely tapping back in. I'm glad I'm on an actual segment with somebody else that's in the film industry as well. So I got to check you out, dog. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, that was my whole point. Like, when I hit you up about being on the show, Lo, I was like, we're gonna chop it up about the industry, and it just hit me like I need to hit up Jig. You know what I'm saying? Because Jig on the same type of time.
Right.
Maybe y'all can actually connect. You know what I'm saying? As far as on a project or whatever. But I just knew both of y'all were two people that I rock with that's doing it in the same industry. So I was like, we might well put them together and let's chop it up.
All day.
Yeah. So first thing I want to get to is how do you feel being in that industry as a black man? Because I noticed that I know you always hear the thing about they try to put a black man in the dress, or you always get in the stereotypical roles of gang banger number one or the killer number two. You know what I'm saying? So how do you that being in that industry and you making your mark in it? For both of you, we can start with Lo. We'll go with you first, and then we go to Jig.
So overall, man, I mean, seeing it from an independent stance is different now. So everything that I see now is through a clearer lens. Starting off, trying to do like major stuff when I first got to LA, doing a lot of background work. The way I would view it was, you had to be of a certain stature to be classified as like, a clean role. Cop, all that type of stuff, and now on the independent side, I'm looking at it from a different standpoint of now with the grown man mentality and wisdom, I'm kind of like, there's certain shit that I just won't even sign up for. You know what I mean? Like, it's like, all right, cool. I know where I fit in. I know my lane. And that's helped me kind of grow within itself because, taking the classes, working with certain directors, it's like now I understand how they try and plug and play and place you in a certain category. I'm glad I broke out of that shit. You know what I mean? Because it's like being out here now, that shit holds a different weight. Oh, you taking it to a new level. Now we can't really just put you in a box.
Cool. Well, G,
Yeah.
it's different from you because by you being the director and the creator, you can control the narrative. So how is it feeling by you not really going through the Hollywood section and you creating it and doing it yourself?
Well, I feel like with that, I feel like I have like more control over what content or whatever I put out. And I always looked at it like as, especially as independent, local, whatever you want to call it, independent filmmakers. I feel like the way another independent filmmaker film, I can't say, oh, I wouldn't have filmed that way, or I wouldn't have did that angle or that thing, because his eye and his vision is totally different from what I'm doing. So I can never just watch a movie. Now, bad acting, hey, everybody know bad acting. Everybody, I mean, from some top movies, you got bad actors in it. So, and what you was touching on with the certain roles, sometimes you do find yourself picking the same person, like, oh, I need you for this, and you playing like the cop all the time. You know, sometimes it be that way because it's a look, it's a certain thing, and if they really know you, they feeling like, okay, until they bring something else out, this is what I see. But with mine, like I use a lot of the same characters for the most part, because what I'm trying to do is develop just not my shit, but my team. So if I got a team of people, even if they go out there and act on other people's films, that's what we're supposed to do. But what I'm trying to show them is like I give them all different roles. I gave them cop, gangster. They've been a mama. They've been crackhead. I mean, it's like some of everything, and that's the challenge. Then you can find out what they're really good at.
Right.
Because some people have brought some shit out that I just sit back and was like, wow, I was really amazed by what they just did.
Yeah, dope. But and that's dope what you said that, because building up a team. Because you notice most movies, most directors, they got a blueprint of characters. Spike Lee, you notice a lot of his characters are recycled in his movie. Some of them might be a lead in one movie, and they might got a small role in one. Adam Sandler do that with his crew. Tyler Perry kind of got a certain amount of people that's always in his movies. So that is good about, you know, they branching out doing other things, but you still building your team up. So that way, when y'all ready to hit that next level, they prepared, they're seasoned.
Right.
And
right.
And that's good just to have a team in anything, man, when you got like-minded people on the same type of wavelength. Because, you know, it's hard to get a good team in anything.
Anything. You know, I had a good team in the music business too, but, you know, this team is totally different because you're spending more time together, like doing the rehearsals, you're doing the filming, you're doing the, you know, everything you're doing to like for this film. Like we've been filming since March and we just got done like September, and everything is still, you know, and I'm just sending some of the files off to you know, get closed captioned and all that, so I can have everything ready and boosted for Thanksgiving.
That's dope. That's super dope. So let's talk about getting into the industry. So we start with you, Lo. What made you think or say, you know what, I want to be an actor. I want to take this lane.
You know, initially I started off modeling, man, and I was told so many times, like, you should model, you're tall, you got the athletic build. So I moved to New York and I tried that out. And I realized early on, like, that ain't for me. Like, I'm not that into fashion. You know, I don't really care about the latest, you know, fabrics.
Right,
and all that.
right.
And that's just a different world. I was kind of like, all right, cool. I respect it. You know, like, y'all got y'all thing going on, but it really ain't for me. I'm a little too, like, laid back to be in that type of environment, you know, doing the runway shows and all of that. Like, it was cool, great experience. But the film aspect of it, I'm like, I went to Michigan State for TV production. So I learned behind the camera scenes before I even got in front of it. So I already knew, you know, certain mechanics that it took to express, you know, I guess to give off a certain energy to express that story that was trying to be told. And then when I stepped into it, I was like, yeah, I got on stage for the first time. I'm like, yeah, this is probably what I want to do, you know. And that was what, 05. So I've been doing it ever since, you know, as far as like acting. And along with that, I felt like I was evolving and growing and learning more about myself just by learning the arts. And then honing in on that with working with different coaches, different influencers, watching different TV shows. I was looking at it from a different point of view versus just being a fan of it. I was kind of looking at the structure of it like, damn, like, okay, like this is really a science to this shit, you know? And that's what motivated me to like really hone in and really accept like, yeah, I'm a creative. This is what I'm supposed to be doing.
That's dope. So G, we know you took the Ice Cube route. So what made you transition from to music into the film world?
Well, actually, you know, I was doing my own videos when we was doing the music.
Yeah, I remember that.
See, people ain't know that. You know, see, I ain't tell everybody, you know what I'm saying? So, and then I was filming little movie stuff here and there, you know, just improv shit. Just when we was filming movie, I was using like other rap dudes and all that shit, you know, Killer Khan. I was using some, you know, everybody, and we was just filming stuff. So when I started really like feel like I did everything in the music business, I just figured like, boom, I'm gonna jump back into this film. So I created that show Rhythm and Bars, and then on there from Rhythm and Bars, I started doing music videos to any and everything. So then I said, you know what? At least I was working for everybody else. Mm-hmm. Like filming their movies, filming their commercials, filming everything. And I said, you know what, if I'm gonna do this, I'm a creative person. So I'm gonna also create my content while I'm also working for someone else. So like even this year, I've been on so many movie sets. I've been to Philly, I've been to Miami, I've been to all these places to help people film. But at the same time, I'm filming my production. You know, so that way, like I keep Sundays are my day. You can't book me on a Sunday unless the money right. So, so the Sundays is mine. That's when I do. Or some Saturdays. Some Saturdays I book a time frame for myself, and then I'll film some. You know, like the plant. Actually, we use a real plant that we used on a Saturday. They was closed on a Saturday, so we go in on that Saturday, use their whole facility. We leave. They don't even know we was there. We didn't have food in there. We didn't have all kind of things going on. We made some crazy stuff happen in there. And they come in, and that's how we clean up, because that's that crew. That's that team we talking about. Because like even with me, working all the cameras, moving all the equipment, have people, and I got a team of people helping with that. Like the females that's in the series, they'll cook a whole for everybody. And then they'll, when it's time to go, you don't know, everybody snap into place and just work. So like the film shit is just creativity, because like you said, I came from the music, so it's still the same. It's just, to me now, you know how you write a song, you listen to the beat, you put it together, somebody come through, sing a hook, make it a little different, you come in here and it's like, oh my God, this is my song, blah blah blah. It's like that after filming all this shit. You filming, and then you start post-production, going through it, boom. Once you start putting clips together, you know if you got something, I feel, right away. Or you might feel like, okay, we might have to go back, film some other stuff. This ain't what I was looking for. Right. So, and then seeing it put together, that's the best, like finished product, and it's well received. Now that's the one right there. If it's well received, you know, you feel good about it. Yeah, you feel good about the project.
Yeah, that's that guerrilla shooting, man. That's getting it done by any means, for sure. You know, but that's where we come from. You know what I'm saying? Being independent, you got to figure it out. Shit, ain't nobody gonna give it to you.
Yeah, you got to figure it out.
You got to do it.
You got to figure out. You know, like we like, just tell you real quick, like just to figure some shit out. I'm filming this series. It's kind of like Tales from the Hood. It's coming out top of the year. It's called The Pig Lady. You know, if you're from Detroit, somehow, some way, you heard the motherfucking Pig Lady. So with that, I had to create a scene where we had somebody beat somebody with a hammer.
Okay.
So I film. Okay, to film it, I said, okay, how am I film it? So the first thing I said, okay, the dude get knocked down, boom, he grabbed the hammer while they fighting, boom, they go into action, he start beating him. Now, how I'm gonna make this sound like it's beating his head, and then where's this blood coming from? So what I did, I took the camera, put it under him. He grabbed the hammer, beat down. I had a pile of raw meat. So he was beating the meat. And right under it, we had a spray bottle. And as he hit the meat, we sprayed blood on his face. You see what I'm saying? So it was just like sitting back, thinking of how you want to bring this out. And then saying, I got to film it this way. And also, while I'm filming it, these other components got to happen to make it work.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that creativity, I love the creativity side of it.
Yeah, that was definitely creative to try to make it as real as possible.
Yeah. Yeah. And it came out dope. It came out dope.
You definitely got to be on your toes. So the parallel from that, so Low Jig talking about the creation of what he's doing as far as putting films together or finding ways to make things work. Now you coming from the acting side, where are you drawing from when you got to turn into a character that's not really your personality?
Yeah, I mean, real experiences, or experiences that I heard through other people. That's literally where I draw from. Like I look at a realistic situation and try and tap into it and see how it affects my emotion. So let's say I'm playing somebody that's abusive. All right, cool. Like we've grown up where abuse was kind of common, you know, and I look into a different scenario and I ask somebody, how did they feel off of that situation? Immediately, I try and draw from my own emotions or feelings to see, can that experience affect me, or is it something that I'm just hearing about? I genuinely just jump in, kind of like, all right, cool. I hear the whole story and I'm like, I could portray an abusive person. All right, cool. So what does that look like? And it's literally a process of like me asking myself, what does that look like from my standpoint? And being genuine versus just trying to reenact some shit. It's like me, I'm like, all right, cool. What situation have I been in where I wanted to abuse somebody? Like it's almost like therapy. You know, like I literally look at it and say, I don't judge myself. I literally let myself be, I guess, a tool, you know, a vessel to bring in that type of energy, reenact it in my own form where it's genuine, it's artistic. And then I just step back and get out of my own way, man. That's all I do. Like I literally am like, I've seen this before. Now I'm about to jump into it. And I'm about to express this shit for the camera.
Dope. Now, have you ever got into character and you felt like it was hard to get out? I know people always say Pac did Bishop and never really shook that role, or Keith Ledger got into the Joker role and never, you know what I mean? I'm saying this is happening. They saying some people method act or go so deep into it that it's hard for them to break out of that, especially if you're doing it for a long time. If you stand on that same wavelength for, you know, a certain amount of time, do you think it's hard to disconnect from it, or was it easy for you?
I won't say it was easy. It's just more of a commitment, man. Like it's like once I tap in, cool. Once I'm done with the production, I speak for myself when I say it's easier for me to tap out of it because essentially it's all like therapy to me. When I'm acting, I feel normal. In the regular world, I feel like I don't fit in. So it's easy for me, you know, to just literally like disconnect, you know, and kind of like remove myself from the situation. I'm like, all right, cool. I learned X, Y, and Z from that situation and I can keep moving.
That's interesting. You saying it's therapeutic when you act.
Oh, hell yeah.
Mm-hmm. So
I feel normal. Like I don't feel normal in everyday life. I feel normal when I'm able to tap into emotions that I wouldn't normally express in everyday life.
So why in everyday life you feel like you don't feel normal? You feel like you keep stuff in, like you don't want to express it and you just can express it all on screen?
because I analyze too much. So every situation, every person, I'm analyzing how somebody moves, and it's always calculated. Like, think about it. Everyday life, we're adults now, so we ain't kids, so we ain't got no excuse on why I slapped the shit out of somebody because they said something foul. Nah, I'm gonna analyze it now. I'm grown, and all of that goes into play as far as how you move. You got to move calculated, and then on screen, to me, there's no boundary. Go as far as you want to.
That's interesting.
Yeah.
I guess everybody got their own way of, I want to say, they venting or just expression. You know what I'm saying? Like you say that, and it's for me to hear you say that is odd, because every time I've been around you, you seem like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you never said like you felt like you was out of place or not normal. You know what I'm saying? That's crazy to hear that. But on the last episode, we were talking about like just mental health. You know what I'm saying? And I had told my boys on the show that I was going to therapy, and they was like, they didn't know. Like, and then I was just announcing, you know what I'm saying? But I was going through shit. I was just telling Jig before we got started, like, my 2020 was terrible. You know what I'm saying? Like, I had caught COVID, fucking house caught on fire, Pops had a stroke, stayed in a hotel for 47 days. Then my first wedding shooting of the year, he died 20 minutes before the ceremony. You know what I'm saying? So I'm at a wedding, got to shoot somebody's special day. You know what I'm saying? It ain't like I don't work a regular job where I can just say, I'm calling off or I'm gonna walk off. I gotta continue my shit together to finish their product. And I was like, and my wife was like, you talk to man, because you ain't yourself. You know what I'm saying? Your woman gonna know you. They know when something ain't right. And I had to talk to somebody. And I just was wondering, when you said that you don't feel like yourself, it's crazy how us as men, we put up that shield, because I would have never knew that. You know what I mean?
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And it's good that it's acting helping you with that, man, because I had a partner from our neighborhood just take himself out a couple weeks ago. You know what I'm saying? So we don't never know what's behind them smiles,
Right.
And I'm just glad you found something that can help you, get the feeling the way that make you feel better. You know what I'm saying? But that's some real shit. I just, we triggered me when you said it, like, damn, you know what I'm saying? But that's real though. I'm glad you got an outlet for it.
Oh, I have. This is creativity is my outlet, bro. Like I literally, that's where I dwell in. Like I thrive in that, and it's just being a man. Period, man. Like every day, you know what I mean? Like there's so much shit that we face with where, the wrong decision can fuck up your whole life and everybody around you. So we got to be calculated, and when you always got to be calculated, sometimes that's a stress that's added to you where it's like, damn, you make the wrong move because my son, X, Y, and Z, he gonna experience this, or his mom, blah, blah, blah. And it's like, you literally have to think before you act. But in acting, you act before you think. So that's why I have an outlet with that shit,
That's real. That's
okay,
real shit.
Yeah.
So Jig, your creativity, is that a release for you as well?
Yeah, well, yeah. I just figured that out not too long ago, though. You know what I'm saying? I heard that shit. Actually, I heard the shit in the car on the radio, and they was like, somebody, I forgot what station I was listening to, but they was like, yeah, most people, they try to keep busy, so they ain't gotta, focus on the shit that's fucked up. And I was like, damn, is that me? Because I'm always busy. Shit. I'm like always busy. But then I thought about it. I said, well, the shit that bothers me, if it bothers me, it really fucking bothers me, and I got to get to the bottom of it. I can't let it linger. If I let it linger too long, I'm just going to, like he said, matter of seconds, your whole life fucked up over some dumb shit. So, so my creativity, like, I like to just be creative. You know what I'm saying? I just like to see people reaction on something that I created.
Yeah, that's one of the best things I think of is like, because now that you think about it, you know what I'm saying? I think all creatives is that way in some shape or form. You know what I'm saying? I think that it has been our crutch or our therapy is our what we do. Because like even
Yeah.
2 weeks ago, I had some things going on, and I just couldn't sit still because I couldn't dwell on this shit. Nigga, I started cleaning the fucking garage. You know what I'm saying? Like, I can't sit still. I started shooting reels. I started shooting shit. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah.
because I had to. I can't. If the shit ain't going the way I wanted to go, I still got to move around until I can figure out how it go. But I just can't sit and dwell on it. It'll eat me up.
Because it won't do nothing. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm that way, not even thinking it, but that's just how one of my things that I do. Because I like to create. You know, I'm not in the film side. Like, I did like a short before, but I would love to get into more films. But like I say, I'm not in that, especially where I'm at right now. I'm not tapped in with that type of circle. But we all are creatives in our own rights. Like, I create, but I don't do music anymore. But photography, I do shoot wedding videos, we do promotional shit. You know what I'm saying? So it's all a part of creation. Even doing fucking business cards, flyers, and obituaries is still creating from nothing.
Yeah.
I think that's where we all connect. Because, like, you know what I'm saying? We all connect anyway, just in life. Because I rock with me and Jig met through the music. Me and Lo met through my brother up at State. And we all been locked in for years. You know what I'm saying? But we all are creative people in our own right. So that was another reason to have us all on the show together. Just, you know what I'm saying? 3 black men that's creative, just conversating and just, you know, connecting and giving up some game and information if we can in the midst of the conversation. That's the whole point of this podcast. You know what I'm saying? So shit might have somebody that's listening, because they in there listening, they comment. Shout out to everybody that's commenting. Make sure y'all like and share. Keep this video circulating. But really dope that you said that, because I feel it, because I was just thinking about that. It's crazy when you said that, like being busy. That's my thing. If I can't sit still when something at all. Like, even if the shit I'm doing is not fixing the problem, my mind has to go somewhere else, because dwelling on the shit ain't gonna fix it. You know what I'm saying? So you still got to keep moving. Not at all. That's a bad habit to get into. Like, something not right, then you just shut down. Because now, even though you're shutting down on that problem, now there's other shit that's not getting taken care of that you need to do. You know what I mean? Yeah. And like how you said about, like, people seeing the finished product, like, that's one of the things I get a kick out of. Like I played basketball, I played college ball, I did a lot of different things, but I never really found what my passion was. And I think I found my passion maybe within the last 5 to 7 years. Is my passion is completing. Like, I'm the guy that can make shit happen. Like, that gets me off. You know what I'm saying? Like, a motherfucker call me, hey, I need this by this day, and I'm the only one that can pull it off. Or like when the bride see her pictures, you know what I'm saying? Like, the reaction I get, or the text messages. Like, a lot of times before I move, I would show them their pictures so I could see their reaction face to face. You know what I'm saying? But now I'm sending email links, but they'll send me a message. Oh, I love it, blah, 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 blah. And that's fulfilling. You know what I mean? So I get what you're saying with the satisfaction of it, man.
Yeah, that's powerful.
Yeah, it is. Yeah. It is, man. Just being able to create anything. Like, you know what I'm saying? You know that somebody's sitting back watching something you created is dope. I remember I was flying. I don't know where I was going, and I watched a Low movie on the fucking plane. I think it was the Vegas movie. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. And then the other day, I came across Jig movie. I just shot you a picture of it. I'm on Amazon. I seen it. I said, oh, these are my people. I gotta check it out. You know what I'm saying? That shit, it made me feel good, because I'm a sole believer that if one of us do good, we all better. So when I see my people, I can see a stranger doing something good and I'm happy. But when I see some motherfuckers I know, you know what I'm saying? Like, nigga, I sent that shit to y'all, both of y'all. It's crazy. It was a fucking year apart. But when I was watching the Vegas movie, I shouted to Lo, like, I'm about to watch your movie on the plane. And about a week or two ago, I'm going through some shit on Amazon to see Jig movie, and I started watching his shit. Matter of fact, I bought his movie. He didn't even have a free Amazon. This shit was like $5. But you know what I'm saying? It just felt good to see my people doing their thing. You know what I mean? And it's a beautiful sight. So I was fulfilled. And I know when I hit both of y'all up, I know y'all felt like, damn, somebody support, man. You don't understand how support feel. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, like, that's a big thing, because we always trying to create and do something, and most of the time you get love from the outsiders before you're inside, which is fucked up. But that's just the way the game goes. You know what I mean? But when I see my people doing it, I be it feel like I did it. I put out a goddamn movie. You know what I'm saying?
My man.
But that's how you supposed to feel. Yeah.
Yeah, I was hype as hell when I'm scrolling up Amazon and see you niggas on there. Like, that's dope as fuck. And I'm like, hold on. The crazy part about it, when I seen Low shit, I was like, that's Low. I said, that nigga, like, nigga, I'm about to watch your movie on the plane. That shit was crazy. And that shit just, it felt good, man. It really did feel good to see y'all doing y'all thing, man, because we could be definitely somewhere else. You know what I'm saying? It always was one foot away from being, you know what I mean? It could go the other way.
Man.
and to be at our
Man,
age, and
like you said, yep, seconds.
you know what I'm saying?
One decision, dog.
One.
And it can all be over with. So it just, I like this. I like this positivity and this energy that we put out, because even people that dislike us gonna see this and be like, damn, they doing their thing. You know what I'm saying? You can't hate on the truth. You know what I'm saying? If niggas doing their thing, they doing their thing. Salute it and keep it pushing. You know what I'm saying?
And keep pushing. Yep. Yeah.
And that's something that we need in our community, man. We need to stop hating, because a lot of people, like I was talking to a young lady that's about to do my sister podcast, and she was just talking about, you know, how we don't support each other, this, that, and the third. And I was like, a lot of us got inner hate. They don't hate you. They hate something about themselves, so they project it to you. They guess what? We went to the same school, had the same chances, but my life is here and your life is there. That's the hate. It's inner, you know what I'm saying? And it gets pushed outward. And that shit you need to cease. Like, you see a motherfucker win and salute him, and you bust your ass and grind for what you want, and you'll be in that position too.
Yeah. Yeah.
We don't gotta have to live by that crab in the barrel shit, you know what I'm saying? But that's what it is. But Jig, I want to come back to you on as far as being an independent filmmaker. What do you think is like one of your biggest obstacles as being indie, instead of not having that type of a studio behind you and you having to push it all yourself?
Explosions. Man, I wanna blow some shit up so bad. It's like I want helicopters flying, shooting at my face. Like, I want to do shit like that, but come on, man. The budgets, and like even just like a film studio, like here, like that's my plan. I want to at least open up one, you know, where he got sets, because we got winter here. We can only film, you know, like him being out in LA, it's weather nice almost all the time. So out there, it's something always going on. Here, when that winter hit, you can't shoot no music video out in the snow. It's cold as fuck. You can't, you know what I'm saying? Or you trying to, you know, shoot a movie, but you trying to make it look like because you shot it in the summer, but it's snow outside. So if you have them kind of sets where it can look like this, that, I think that'll be dope for Detroit. Yeah. And myself, that's my thing right there, is like the insurance, getting the permits, and how much money it costs for me to blow up like the little underground thing coming through the airport. That's what I want to do. Where the little, when you go in the Delta and the little fans in there, I want a high speed chase in there, and then cars flipping and shit and a lot of explosions. That'll look dope as fuck. But how much would that cost me, man? I got to shut down the airport. You know what I'm saying? I got a lot of shit I have to do.
Have you ever seen it's a video, if I found it, I'll send it to you, where they show you how they do a lot of that shit when it's really just models? And they
I've seen that too. Yeah. Yep, it's scaled models. I've seen that shit too.
Yeah, that might be how the way you have to pull it off. Because I seen a plane take off. That shit looked real as hell. It was a goddamn model plane taking off, and they had that motherfucker shot at because you could shoot it at an angle. I remember my buddy where my office used to be, he had a model Lincoln that matched his Lincoln. It was like a 75 Lincoln. And I shot it on the concrete, laying on the ground, and it looked like a real car. So you know what I'm saying? It could be done. It just, you gotta get, like you say, you gotta get creative with it.
You gotta get creative with that angle, and just till you hit it.
You can work it. So you were saying, like, far as a studio and funding, because one thing in far as being an entrepreneur or just a black-owned business, it's hard to get funding. A lot of our businesses we pay for it at our job or whatever hustle that we got going, and I think that's a big thing about far as having funding.
Right. Well, I use my creativity for funding. So I shoot music videos. I shoot commercials now. Now I started shooting weddings. I love shooting weddings. Same reason you said, that end product, when they see it, the joy and happiness they love from it. So I'm going to start shooting more weddings. I shoot commercials for lawyers. They're on TV. Like, these are TV, you know, so those I'll be able to buy my big ass cameras. I'll be able to buy or fund whatever I need to fund, because I'm also basically freelancing on the side and filming everybody else shit.
That makes sense.
Yep.
But it's still what I'm saying, you're using your hustle.
Yeah.
Because think about it, a lot of people in that industry either using old money or they can actually go get money from the bank. It ain't as easy
get money.
for us.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
So
it ain't
we're using
easy.
our hustles or our jobs or whatever to finance the next move.
Or I don't have nobody's yet that we are sitting around and I'm saying, hey, I got this great ass idea for a movie. And they like, how much you need? I'm saying, it's gonna cost about $5 million to make. All right, I'll write you the check tomorrow, come through. I mean, not yet, but I'm soon gonna be having those kind of friends that we just read in the conversation and even funded the movie.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
It's all about the build. Just like it's just all about everybody. When somebody blow up, people always say, "Oh, he blew up overnight." No, he didn't. You didn't see that grind for all those years. Because that grind, when that opportunity, that's all that is. What you're doing now, when you keep doing what you're doing, and then the opportunity comes, now you in position to take advantage of it. That's all. That's all it is.
They don't see the time you almost gave up.
Man,
nigga, what? The thousands of times.
Right.
Fuck all these cameras. You be like, man,
fuck this shit.
They don't see that. They see the shine. They definitely don't see the grind.
Yeah. Feeling the type of way because you feeling like certain motherfuckers don't fuck with you, and you thinking they should fuck with you. You feeling like, okay, should I just be this type of nigga? No, I ain't gonna bring that to the film game. Like I done thought, you know how I was in the music business, so. I'd be like, look, I buried Jigsaw. That's why I'm going by this Kenyon shit. Look, y'all don't understand. Jigsaw is a whole different motherfucker. And I ain't be trying to show him. But that's why I be like, okay, this is how I'm going to do it. I'm going to play my lane, do what I do, ride that way. If you don't open up the door that I know that you went through, because I know people, I'm just going to be like, and knock on that motherfucker myself.
Yeah.
And that's what I did. And shit changed with this plant shit. So now it's going to be a whole different ball game when I do everything from this point forth. And it's just because of that. You know, there's the build, the creativity, and really I just feel like the magic that you bring on the screen. Because you can play with people's emotions if it's filmed right and everything.
Yeah. All day.
Yeah.
That's dope. So Lo, being on the other side of the camera, what difficulties or that you have to deal with as far as trying to break into this industry, as far as even indie or just mainstream Hollywood?
Shit, I guess trying to keep my integrity, things that I stand for, and not just being willing to do whatever somebody is, requesting. There's certain stuff where you just like, that's just not me, and I've learned to be okay with saying no, because I know my journey is a little rough. It's like, hey, the path is not straight, dog. Like it's literally like up and down, left and right, and that's empowered me because you gain respect off of certain stuff that you just not frown upon, but just say, hey, no, not for me. You know what I mean? You just keep it moving in your own way. Like I've learned to accept that. Yeah, I'm a believer. I believe in Christ, and there's certain stuff where I'm just like, nah, that's not gonna fly with me. You know what I mean? Like specifically, it could be like, all right, cool. We want you to play this bisexual role. It's very dynamic, and I'm kind of sitting there with a straight face, like, nah, that's not me.
Right? Yeah. Yeah.
About fame. I literally do this shit because I enjoy it. So,
boom, there you go, right there, there.
That's what empowers me. Like I literally feel empowered when I can stand up for myself and say, nah, I'd rather not. And people respect it. Most of the time there's a million people behind me that are like, I'll do it, but certain stuff I'm just like, nah. Like I got a son. I have a 5-year-old son that's looking up to me, and that's what's my motivator, where it's like certain moves I make are gonna impact him in the long run. So I'll endure whatever, or I'll miss out on whatever opportunities, and I'll act accordingly, man. I'm planning for the future. I'm not planning for just being known. You know what I mean?
That's some real shit.
Yeah. Dope. Yeah.
You gotta stand on what you stand on. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah. And it's crazy, like transitioning for me into a new state. So it's almost to some extent it's like starting a new business.
Hell yeah.
And I'm noticing like it's a lot of people that's like it's like almost like don't want to pay. Like they want to pay, they want damn near this shit for free. And I just know that I gotta reach the demographic that matches my price point.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like it can get frustrating. You know what I'm saying? I just like I'm not gonna devalue my product because the people that I've been coming across can't afford it.
Yeah.
And I feel that's the same way you like, you know, if it ain't for me, it ain't for me. Like first I'll get frustrated, like these motherfuckers want me to do this for this amount of money. I'm like, I told this one lady I wouldn't even cut my camera on for that much. You know what I'm saying? Like, and it gets frustrating, you know what I'm saying? So you be like, you know what I'm saying? But then you get to the point that money get low, you be like, damn, should I take this bullshit just to flow? So it put you in a position, but then you gotta be like you say, you just gotta stand on it, like, look, my price is my price.
My price,
like, I didn't learn this skill set and to be at the place where I'm at to devalue it. You know what I'm saying? Even if I gotta take some lumps, you know what I'm saying, this process. Like last year, man, I was just telling Jig earlier, I flew to Detroit 14 times to shoot weddings. And next year, I'm trying to cut that in half. I'm not trying to fly home as much. So I'm trying to get my name popping here. You know what I mean? So
yeah, of course.
But like you say, like I'm gonna stand on what your principle where you don't want to take certain roles and I can't take certain prices. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So it's very parallel. Like nigga, I'm not about to go lowball myself. I ain't gonna lie to you. And the way my mind think, like I would rather find somebody that would appreciate my skill set and donate it just for the plug than take a lowball price to be controlled by the money. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And that's just, you know, this is how I feel about that situation. Like when you said that, it triggered that on me. Like I was just literally thinking about that. I mean, there's one lady, I'm going back and forth with the lady about her wedding, and I already know like it's some bullshit because she asking too many questions. You know what I'm saying? You know what you want. And I'm like, she trying to go lowball. Two messages later, oh, can I get that package for this price? I said, no, lady, the price is the price. That's just how it is. The price is the price. If you can't afford it,
price.
I'm not for you. You're not for me. You know what I'm saying? That is what it is. But you gotta be standing on what you stand on in anything, and not just monetary. But like you say, the road don't fit what you own. It ain't for you. And I feel the exact same way, brother.
Yeah.
I'm gonna stand on what I stand on. Like, nigga, I know I'm nice with this motherfucking camera. You're not about to get me for the low.
Right. You ain't about to devalue my product.
Right.
I got 2 degrees. I get a fucking job before I let a motherfucker play me. I tell you that.
Right.
Man, that's motherfucking real. That's about as real as I can tell it on that for real, my nigga. But definitely, man, this conversation, I love the way it went and the way it's going. But Jig, I want you to talk more about the plant and the release date and where it's going to be released at, so we can make sure we spam everybody up and they go check it out.
I need to see that. Yeah, I got to check out your work, dog.
Oh yeah, definitely. So this is the deal. So I'm definitely, hopefully it'll be on Amazon Prime on Thanksgiving Day because it's going on there. It's going on Tubi and a couple of other apps, but also so what I'm gonna do is release it on, because I got like a YouTube. I also got a like I was telling you earlier, like a Roku network, one of those channels. But a lot of people ain't got it. So for people that do, I'm gonna put them on there, and I'm also gonna release it on YouTube for like 24 hours though. So it'll be like a limited time.
So Thanksgiving Day is definitely a drop day, right?
So I'm gonna drop it.
We having a watch party. Thanksgiving Day,
the
plant. How many episodes
the whole
on Thanksgiving? One episode
1.
or the whole series?
Wait. So
whole season.
Directing it?
You said what?
You directing it?
Yeah, I directed.
Oh shit.
I wrote 1 episode. I created it. I created the show. I wrote the first episode, got with my writers. They followed the characters that I created and followed where I was going with it. But we had different subjects, like who ate my lunch, the potluck, You know, the safety inspection dude came. It's like so many different, like, you know what I'm saying? So yeah, so I directed it and added the motherfucking film, you know, but like film with a crew. Like I got a crew of people. I don't sit there and watch the camera. I'm behind the motherfucker still moving or under the deck. That's me. I can't sit there and do this. Now I can watch it if we play back, but I gotta be in the midst of everything.
Yeah.
Yeah, so the plant and it drops we got like 9 characters, everything from the weed head to the person that sell everything, you know. So we got it's 8 episodes that we dropping for the first season.
Oh shit.
And yeah, so you know, I think everybody gonna like it. It's silly, it's raw. It ain't no. It kind of remind you of The Office because they always have these little confessions.
That's one of my.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying. So it's black people and they cussing. You know, they talking shit, it's freaky shit going on. It's like we even went outside the plant for a minute. We went to the crib for a minute. You know what I'm saying? And then went back to the. You know, in the episode it start off they at the crib. Next thing you know, they walking in at the job. You know, so I'm you know trying to do some different stuff. So we even gonna make a movie. With the plant. It's gonna be called The Retreat. They all going on vacation together. So so because the cast is so tight. I mean, like this cast is amazing and I handpicked everybody. Because remember I said I've been working with a certain amount of people. So I handpicked everybody to play the role that I know they can play. And the cast, man, cast is wonderful. Yeah, it's a silly cast. I mean, like silly.
Those all my people. Thanksgiving Day, we having a watch.
Thanksgiving Day.
Hey, we watching the plant. So I need everybody to tap in. Let's run them numbers up.
The plant. It should be on Amazon Prime. Like I said, it probably won't be on Tubi that day, but it was soon to be. Believe me, I'll be promoting it when you do. YouTube. YouTube is Film Mogo. Film Mogo on YouTube. Film FILM Mogo. MOUGUAL.
So that's
Film Mogo.
The name of the film is?
No, the name of the plant.
The name of the film is The Plant. To find it, you go on YouTube, Film Mogo, or Amazon Prime, or if you got what is it, the Roku?
Gotcha.
Yeah, then you can get the Jacody Network.
Gotcha.
So I got my own network. You can put it. I put it on too.
Wow, that's dope. That's some boy.
Yeah.
That's some shit. Well, you always been on some shit.
Yeah, you know, always been like creative. Yeah, and then you know the business side too, and then like promotion and branding. Like I really got good with figuring out how to brand shit, when to promote, days to promote it, and where to be more effective and things of that nature. So, you know, even with this, that's why I say on the YouTube is only up for 24 hours.
Right.
So that means you got to really boom, 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 get in there and watch it. You know, so the numbers should go through the roof. Because I feel like it's the whole series. You can watch the whole thing. You know, then I want the feedback because I want to see who their favorite character is.
Right.
Like I said, it's like 9-10 characters and then some special guests. And like on the last one, the season finale, we did the Jive Fair. Man, we had the craziest people come, like dressed up as all kind of. We had pimps, we had motherfucking people dressed up as Jesus, you know, coming for a job interview and shit. So, yeah, it should be pretty dope. I think everybody like it. So it's 24 hours on YouTube, and then you know Amazon Prime, and then look for it on Tubi and all the other outlets right after that.
That's dope. We definitely gonna support that, and we gonna try and get my audience to fuck with it heavy. Lo, you got anything coming up?
I got a series, man. It touches on the cannabis world. So
okay.
Primarily, I'm playing. So I don't know if y'all know Calvin Johnson, ex-Lions player. He's heavy in the cannabis industry in Detroit.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
I'm pretty much portraying him in real life events in this series, and they shopping it right now to a network. So we trying to, you know, we waiting right now to see what network is gonna pick it up and everything. But diverse cast, you know, many races, and yeah, the shit is dope. Like I enjoy it. Like that's some shit that I was like, okay, I can tap into this, you know.
Right,
and
right.
It sends a message, of course, because a lot of the professional athletes, they gotta depend on certain medicines or prescriptions.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, exactly. Versus a healthy remedy. Weed. I don't really smoke like that. I may take an edible every now and again, but when I do, I'm kind of like, all right, cool. I felt real, you know, at ease and creative, you know, off the edibles or, you know, that type of substance. But
right,
it was a fun character to play, man. So that's really what I got coming up.
Dope. That's dope.
That's what's up. All right, well, we're gonna get ready to wrap it up, but before I go, I want you to we're gonna start with you, Jig. Throw out your social media handles so that people can know where to follow you at, where to keep up with what you got going on.
Jacote Film Everything. JACOTE Film Everything. Jacote Film Everything. Google it, or you can Google Kenyon Jigsaw Pruitt. Either one, and you can find me. And yep, find the website.
Dope.
Instagram, everything. Yeah.
Make sure y'all go follow him, man. Go run them numbers up, man. We definitely need to support each other. A like and a share don't cost you anything.
Share one more time.
Right.
I'm telling you right now.
Yeah,
Jacote Film.
like
JACOTE Film.
Okay.
Yeah, it's on the screen. It's on the screen right now. Just put it on the screen.
I got you.
Yeah. Jacote Film.
Like and a share don't cost you a thing.
I'm
be trying to push that. You know what I'm saying?
I'm so
right.
Cross paths with you while I was, you know, in Detroit. I was there for 4 years, and yeah, I was trying to tap into the film industry, but I know everybody got a lot of stuff going on, and that's what I admire, man. I enjoy that shit. I'm like, hell yeah, everybody.
Right. Yeah.
Your thing, you know.
Yep. Everybody working.
Yeah.
Everybody working. Yeah. And that's what I like about it too.
With you, what's your social media?
Emory EMORY_law. You know, that I pretty much only have Instagram and Facebook. I don't really fuck with Twitter. Or what's the other one? TikTok. Yeah, I feel like I'm too old for that shit. But I mean,
yeah, I ain't got TikTok yet. I just started messing with the reels though. The reels work. I've been posting on them reels. It's getting a lot of good feedback.
Oh yeah, you get some hits from the reels. Yeah, I
definitely the reels has been all right for the big fella. That's for damn sure.
Yeah.
Shout out to you, bro. Shout out to
man,
you.
You know, it's all love, man. We're here every week, man.
Yeah.
Trying to get this thing
Let's
popping.
do it.
I'm here
to meet you, Famo.
I'm here to spread love, connect people, man. Hopefully we give out some game and we have some fun on this show. You know, that's what it's about. But I'm gonna have y'all hang on before we leave. We're gonna chop it up offline. Let me sign off real quick. I want to give a shout out to everybody that tuned in today. I seen the comments. Everybody was showing love. I definitely appreciate that. Real Ish Radio. Make sure you follow us on YouTube. Go to the YouTube and subscribe. It's youtube.com/Real Ish Radio. You see it on the ticker. It's been on the ticker the whole time we've been going. And then you need to download the app, realishradioapp.com. It's a free download. It works on Android, iOS, and on desktop. So you can actually put the app on your computer. Make sure y'all support the movement. We got multiple shows. We're thinking of adding some more shows to the network. And it's definitely growing. Real Ish Radio. And I just appreciate all the love and the support. And like I said, all the people in the comments, I seen y'all, man. Y'all just know how much I appreciate y'all pulling up tonight. And we'll be back next week. We might actually have 2 shows next week. We're working on some things, so hopefully that pan out. But appreciate the support, man. Real Ish Radio.
Hi, I'm Blaine, host of Live with Blaine J, a podcast that airs right here on Realish Radio. Every week, I connect you to all the people, brands, and businesses you need to know about. I'm gearing up for season 2, and I can't wait to talk to you. So keep your notifications locked right here to Realish Radio.
I am excited to talk to my ladies primarily. And guys, if you want to be here with me, hang out. I want to welcome you into my space, my world, my thoughts, and I want to share them with you. And I hope that it inspires someone. It brings about some transformation.